Taking a look at today's equity index futures markets, let's check in on the NASDAQ 100 futures as they're realizing some selling pressure today. After 5 consecutive days higher, the NASDAQ futures are under some pressure today, down over 2% currently, right around 11,850 as we move towards the close. And I think when you look at some of the driving factors today, there's a couple things to point to. Number one, I think the tensions between Russia and Europe concerning natural gas, the delivery of natural gas, is having an impact on the stability within the region. Certainly, I think it's going to have an impact as to economic activity in Europe if it remains to be an issue here as we move towards the fall. Seeing it play out in natural gas prices today, particularly here in the United States where we're seeing a bounce in natural gas prices. So I think that's one of the driving factors today. And couple that with the selling pressure that we did see in the equity markets from a global perspective, Asia and Europe coming into the session today, I think is another reason why we're seeing some selling pressure. Also, moving into earnings season now, kicking off earnings this week, and I think valuations, we did see the equity markets basically get to about 2-week highs here on Friday. So I think that valuation questions are being checked here as we move towards the earnings announcements that will start here in the next couple of days. And so I think those are the factors contributing to the selling pressure today. Now, when you look at the NASDAQ futures, as I mentioned, we are coming off 2-week highs in the previous session before today's selling pressure. And when you look at the relative strength of the various equity index futures markets, we are seeing the Russell and the NASDAQ futures down more so than the S&P futures and the Dow futures today, as the Dow futures are the best performing of the four. Still down on the session, but down about a quarter of what the NASDAQ futures are, and the Russell futures are down for today's price action.